Hi everyone, today you're making panko crumbed fish served with hand-cut potatoes. I'm going to make a green salad to go with it, and you can serve it with tartare sauce. First of all, we need to do wash your hands, 20 seconds. I have already done mine, so you all know how to do that now. You also should have a clean apron on and some clean tea towels and dishcloths ready for you for your hands and for your dishes. The first thing you need to do is preheat your oven to 200 degrees and prepare your potatoes. I've washed mine and already sliced up some. The recipe says 2 potatoes. I'm doing 4. Just depends how many chips you want, okay? So there's no real rules there. Inspect your potato. If there's any spots on it that you want to trim off, you can do that. Okay, you can peel your potato if you wish. I'm leaving my skin on, but because I've washed it, it should be fine. Just depends on your potato. Now to cut them, form a bridge with your hand and then slice down through the middle. Then I just cut either side so that you cut them into quarters, and they are a nice slab of potato like that. Then down and cut them into your chips. I sprayed my baking paper first, and then I've put my chips on this single layer, spread them around, and then another light spray with the oil. And they need to go into the oven for 40 minutes at least. So what I do is put them in for 20, turn them over at 20 minutes, and then cook them for another 20, and they should be really nice and soft on the inside and crunchy on the outside. I'll go put mine in the oven now. So the next part of this recipe is to crumb your fish. I'm using bassa fillets, but you could use any white fish that you wish. And if you're not a fish fan, you could even use chicken, and you could crumb chicken instead. And if you're vegetarian, you could slice up some eggplant or sweet potato, crumb that and use that instead as well. Now, first of all, you need to prepare your crumbing. So crack one egg and just lightly beat with a fork. You need half a cup of flour and a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm using panko breadcrumbs today. You could use normal breadcrumbs. You could use rice crumbs. It's up to you. Totally, yeah. There's a whole range of things you could use. I'm going to just season my flour with a little bit of salt and just toss that through. Okay, so first of all, you need to get your fish fillet and you pop it in the flour. Okay, so that helps coat the fish and helps it keep it all nice and tender. Then into the egg wash, and then into the panko crumbs. Now, panko breadcrumbs are a wheat-based crumb, but they are a coarser breadcrumb and they're quite crispy. So it means you'll end up with a nice crispy fillet of fish when you fry it up. Okay, repeat with your other one and then put them aside in the fridge to just rest for 10 minutes. Okay, so while my fish has been in the fridge, I've done a really big cleanup. It's very important to make sure that whenever you're working with raw ingredients such as raw fish and raw chicken, that you clean up your chopping board, knife, put that all aside, and then before you do your next stage, you have clean chopping board, clean knife, so there's no risk of cross-contamination from the harmful bacteria from the raw food onto your fresh ingredients. So I'm going to make a quick salad. I've just grabbed whatever I could find in my fridge. So just dig out your vegetable box and see what you can find. I have a little bit of lettuce, so I'm just going to shred that up and put that on both of my little plates as the base. I have some cucumber, so I'm just going to dice that. I have washed all of these and just dice that into a small little dice. Now these ingredients I'm just going to pop into a bowl. My mushroom I have washed and dried that as well, so I'm going to dice that up. You can use the stem as well into my bowl. I have some cherry tomatoes, which I'm just going to halve and pop into the bowl as well. Again, I have already washed these and dried them with some paper towel. Beautiful fresh ingredients. And an avocado. Not everybody loves avocado, so you can pop that in, or you can keep it aside for the people that like it in your family. In half. And then I just very carefully run the knife, probably safer on the chopping board, one way, and then back the other way into little squares. And then you can just use a spoon to scoop it out and into your bowl. Really good, healthy fats, the avocado, so very good for you. I also have a little bit of feta that I'm going to pop through. You could put through any kind of grated cheese if you like. And I also have a pomegranate. So I'm going to just cut off a wedge of my pomegranate. And with the pomegranate, you just flick off the little seeds, and that adds a really beautiful sweetness into your salad. It can be a little bit fiddly, but it's worthwhile. It's a really nice taste through there. Okay, stir them all through. Now, if you want to, you could put some balsamic vinegar on there. You could toss with some oil and some lemon juice, whatever dressing you like, and then just place that on your plate for some extra colour. And of course, salad is always lots of vitamins and minerals which are essential for our diet. Okay, I'm just going to do a few more pomegranate seeds on top because it looks nice for presentation. So you'll notice on this plate, it looks a little bit messy from the pomegranate seeds. So presentation is very important when you're serving up a meal. It's one of the first things we see when we're deciding whether we think something looks good or tastes nice. So I just have a little bit of clean paper towel and just cleaning up the plate. So it's ready for the next part. Okay. The next bit is to turn over my potatoes. I've used oven mitts to get these out of the oven. I'll just put them aside for now, and then just using tongs, just turn them over. You could sprinkle some salt on your potatoes as well if you want to. So just give them a toss around, spread them back out again. If you feel they look a bit dry, you could do another light spray of oil, and then back into the oven. Be careful that you don't burn yourself. Okay, so now it's time to cook up the fish. I have my fish out of the refrigerator. So hopefully now it's been in the fridge. The crumbs will have set to the fish, and then they won't fall off as much during the cooking time. I'm preheating my pan, and you need to put in about a tablespoon of oil and 20 grams or a good dollop of butter. The combination of the butter and the oil means that you have the beautiful flavour of the butter and the heat from the oil. Okay, and then you can just pop your fish in. Now this needs to cook for 5 to 7 minutes. So what I suggest is 4 minutes on one side on a really nice high heat, and then turn it over, and then about 3 minutes for the second side. Okay? Okay, so now it is all ready. I can serve my potato onto my plate. So that was my timer for my fish. Now, speaking of timer, it's really important when you're cooking that you time everything so that it's ready at the same time, so it's all nice and hot. Okay, so some chips on there. My fish, careful, it's falling apart. Might need the spatula, might be better. Serve that there with your, if you like, you can sprinkle a pinch of salt over it, some tartare sauce on the side or on top. And there you have homemade panko fish with hand-cut chips green salad and lemon wedges. Enjoy. The second part of this prep is to make a 5-minute chocolate mug cake. So first of all, you need 2 separate bowls and a sifter. 1 bowl is for your dry ingredients and 1 bowl is for your wet ingredients. So I'm going to add my cocoa powder, a little pinch of salt, and 1/3 of a cup of flour. Okay, so just like always, measure properly, scrape it off so it's nice and level, and into the sifter, and then just a slight tap to sift that through. Sifting adds air and also removes any lumps. Okay, and then you need to add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. Okay, so pop that in, and I'm just going to just stir that all through, combine those dry ingredients together. Now in a separate bowl we need wet ingredients. I have a tablespoon of butter here. I'm going to just pop that in the microwave to melt it. You'll need about 20 seconds. Cover it glad wrap so it doesn't spit and make your microwave dirty. Alright, so in this bowl we need to add 1 egg. I've already cracked it. I'm just going to pop that in, and I'm just going to whisk it by itself first, just to break it up and combine the white and the yolk together. Okay, so egg is a coagulator, so that's what holds the cooked cake all together at the end. I need 2 tablespoons of milk, so I'm just going to measure that just straight in. Measure it over the bowl so you're not carrying liquid in your tablespoon measure anywhere. 1, 2. My melted butter, 1 tablespoon of melted butter can go in there now. And I'm just going to whisk that up so that the hot butter doesn't cook the egg. And finally we need vanilla. Now when I was looking in my pantry, I have 4 different types of vanilla. This is a vanilla pure extract. This one is a concentrated extract, which means it's a little bit thicker and has a bit more punch and flavour. This is a natural organic vanilla, and it's a bit more watery, but again would be perfect for this kind of recipe. And then the vanilla bean paste, which is thicker again, and it has the seeds in it. Doesn't matter which one you use, they all have that beautiful vanilla flavour, which is great in cakes and so on. So I'm just adding 1/4 teaspoon of this vanilla, and just a little whisk of the fork of the mixture. Then I'm going to add my wet ingredients to my dry ingredients. And just with a fork, just really lightly mix that together. You don't want to over mix it, just mix it until it's combined. Okay, the best way to cook this cake is just in a glass measuring jug, or you could cook it in something like this glass bowl. Scoop it into your jug. And the recipe says you need to cook it for 70 to 90 seconds. I think it's better to cook it a little bit under what it says first. So I'm going to cook it for 1 minute and then check it and then see if it needs a little bit more or not. Okay, I'll go put that in the microwave now. 60 seconds was enough for my cake. So it just depends on how powerful your microwave is. The more powerful, the quicker it will be. I'm going to just scoop my cake into a bowl. It's beautiful and steaming hot. This cake is best eaten straight away. It does tend to go a bit tough and rubbery if you leave it for too long before you eat it. Bit of ice cream. You could put berries, strawberries as well with it if you wish. Serve it up and eat. Really quick and easy dessert or an after school snack for a treat. Okay. Thanks everyone. Enjoy the recipes today. I'll see you next time.